Who's ready? Boom, baby. Boom. That's what life feels like in the morning motivation right now. It feels hot and miserable and unrelenting and unfortunate. And I'm trying to do the motivation. And I'm realizing that all I'm doing is venting. Get on this thing and I vent. And it's my psychology. And I have only like one friend that watches it. And he just blocked me. And don't meet your hero. This is morning motivation. Your hero is going to be out of shape. Your hero is going to be in their underwear. Your hero is going to be flawed and not as cool as you make him out to be. And that's me. I'm a fraud, right? I'm not as perfect as I wish I was. And that's Saints Addiction. That's the mission. That's the black sheep of my family. The one that went against the grain, that one that just kicked my friend out, even though he has a 10-year-old son with him, the one that should have shown more patience and respect, the one that got frustrated over stupid shit, the one that's used friends to go around the world with, and I'm coming to terms with it. That my behavior isn't always perfect. I'm not perfect by any means. Not going to happen, and not anytime soon. But for all of us that try to strive for something more and be something more of ourselves, right? I think the hard part is facing ourselves. And I know I talk about it on the show all the time about being real. I actually just called one of my homies here in Trent, and I said, "I want you to watch this show because you seem enthusiastic to meet me. Here's somebody that loves me like a brother, wanted me to introduce me to his family, has his family watch me on the show in the car, and I was just rude enough to kick him and his kid out because I didn't feel like they were being grateful. Um, petty reasons, put my ex's photo up because kiss my ass and she already approved of it, and I wanted to promote my shit. Uh, my girlfriend is telling me, and I'm like, I'm even pushing her away. I'm like, I'm toxic. Sometimes it's just I don't have patience, and I'm not as good as doing it online. Talking is easier than dealing with people. Sometimes it's a really hard act to follow, especially when people are being sarcastic or treacherous or jealous or haterade abound. I try to put a dream out there, something that has nothing to do with anyone else. I told them, hey, yo, we're going to do home small. And I'm working hard on the website. They're working hard on drilling holes in my canoe. They were, instead of drilling holes for the well, they were worried about the word well on my paperwork. Well, he has access to the water, but we don't want people out there, and that's not his property, and this and that. And it was just like a lot of haterade. And then when my friend went to inquire, she goes, hey, how's it going out there? I still haven't been out there, by the way. I'm very frustrated about this. I've been back here a whole month and I can't get out to the property so I can go see about my car. I go to wake my friends up. They're on the ground. And I say, hey, you guys want to go on an adventure? Yeah, cool. I'm gonna go take a shower. My buddy's taking a shower. It's 8:30 in the morning. We gotta go. He's gonna give us all a ride out to his property so they can go see wide open area, and I can go check on my car. Two birds, one stone. A couple hours, fuck around, find out. Well, I come out of the shower and they're still asleep. And I know checkout hours, and I know this ain't a fucking hotel, and I know you can't be asking for omelets like it's a hotel. People tend to take the piss. People tend to not be as grateful or appreciative. You ever had people, especially when you live in a destination like Las Vegas, where I've had multiple people, if it's not 17, it's 20 people, stay over, especially at my mom's house, which is already a stretch, but she's always willing to help out, especially when there's a kid on the line. And um, we needed to separate. It was driving me crazy, and this is why I'm getting to, like, you don't want to meet your heroes, because I've met multiple people in real life, like Benny Mac and I, within 3 days, had to go separate ways. We met up specifically to synchronize our visas in Thailand, and we were already arguing. Then he came back to the island, and we argued some more. He even filmed us while we were arguing, and I was calling him out for being a pussy. And he was, tell us how you really feel. Why am I even helping you? Why am I even here helping you sweep or invest into this area and buy beers and do this, do that, if this is what it is, right? And I was like, fair enough. That seems not right to me, right? That you would be such a good fan and a follower, and then I would be so rude and mad at you. That I could be so bipolar. That I could be both happy and sad. That I could be both Halo and horns. That I could be both good and evil. And I was just like, I'm shocked by it. I guess I'm not shocked by it when I see the behavior in other human beings. And myself, I'd like to think that hold myself in higher regard. I'm as human as anyone else, and that's why I didn't wear a shirt. I'm exposed here. You know what I mean? I exposed myself online. I exposed my diary. I exposed my perspective. They even left their hat behind. Not many people are going online and going, these are my detriments. This is what's fucking up. And maybe that's my niche. Maybe that's where I go with it, where everybody else wants to give you the polished look of them. Their Instagram's perfect. They don't have, white out of their eye or dusty eyebrows, or maybe they showered and put on their makeup. Maybe they're perfect. But when you meet your hero, your Hulk Hogan slunched over, your Ronnie Colemans that are barely walking, or your Sylvester Stallones that are HGH, and maybe Bruce Willis is having a bad day. Not for nothing. I told my friend I'm going through some things, and I was trying to explain it to myself. I try to beat myself to the punch about before my narcissistic tendencies arrive, or I wow out on people. I'm like, I'm going through some shit, man. I need you to lock that shit in. I told them, bro, be like, hey, man, oh my God, this is the best sandwich ever, right? Instead, we go grocery shopping. I don't eat bread. Bro, we're about to go make a sandwich. My mom's about to make you a sandwich I haven't had in years, something that I endure for, something that me and my brother was going to show up for the same sandwich. Some people just aren't on the same page. Some people need to just go grab their breakfast and go on their way. It's because everybody else is trying to eat. There are people that will text in the middle of traffic, down the escalator, not aware, and I was like, raise your awareness. I'm in this situation with everyone else. We have to be aware of our behavior. And I was conscious enough to not throw anything. I didn't argue with anyone. I didn't raise my voice. None of that really happened. I just said, man, you're giving me anxiety. I need you to go. Um, that turned into, I got to get my shit and I'm taking off right now and I'm blocking you. It's sad to do. And then he's got his son on him in tow with him. I thought they were going downtown because they were like, hey, we're going downtown. This is another thing with me. And I know this is my event, but I'm going to say that this piece, because it has something to do with travel intelligence as well. When you are on your path, you'll cross a lot of paths. You will meet a lot of different people from a lot of different places going in a lot of different directions, especially in Bangkok, where you can be in Myanmar, Malaysia, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam. You could go really quickly and head there. And sometimes you'll be there next to friends, new friends. You didn't know. You were just sitting next to some rando on a bus, and now they're your new roommate. You might actually sleep with a person head to toe in the next hotel when you get there. It's a really cool event. We should call it something like Travel Catalyst or something like that. It lets you know if you're going to be dating fast. If you're dating someone, traveling really lets you know if you guys can be effective communicators. This is some people that maybe not observant on their own behavior, right? And that tends to happen too. Like, I need to get my water. And we all need to learn that shit, bro. The other water just didn't want to. Watering. Very important. This ain't a beat up session on the homie. I got nothing but love for him, and I'm disappointed. I got irritated and lost my temper. I'm disappointed at him in front of his son. I'm almost like a hero to the kid. I'm taking him everywhere that I can, but I'm also not a tour guide. And that's something that I had to come to terms with as well, bro. That I've done this maybe 17, 20 times, and it's always something with someone, right? It'll be like my friend Marco, I'll never forget. I was telling him, meet me where I tell everyone else to meet me, at the column, at Passenger Pico, column 12, all the way to the right. He was down below 3 stories at midnight, didn't give me a heads up on a Monday on midnight, People come forget that it was Monday, bro, that I had to get on the speed networking course, and that they were still asleep on the floor. And I came out here, even with the loud area, and got online to handle my course. And it's tough, bro, to be able to keep pushing in a direction, and then people come out of nowhere in need, in crisis, non-planning, and fuck up the vibration. And that's like, I can only take on so much. I felt that I try to watch my plays like a Monday quarterback, coming down on my Sunday and saying, how did I make those plays? Or were they effective? What'd you do? And I felt really like a loser. I felt like a horrible human being. I felt like this kid needed some help. They're my friends, and I treat them like shit. I was just telling him that he was doing too much, being ungrateful, and I told them, dude. I mean, like, hey man, my mom doesn't cook for anyone. I haven't been around here in years, bro. I'm lucky to be here. When she cooks, we're not gonna just be like, thanks, Miss Smith. No, Mrs. Saint, thank you. No, we're not doing that. We're gonna be like, oh my God, this is the best sandwich ever, right? Best message ever. Overhype that thing, and be thankful and pick up after ourselves. Once we got to lay on the floor, we clean up after ourselves. And it was something that was instilled with me as when I was with my father. He would like show appreciation for the place that you stayed by folding your things. Well, if you are that kind of person, hear me now, feel me now, right? Um, these things are for everyone. These are kind of like universal things that I've been able, and I'll write the book. We'll be couch surfing around the world for a year with no money, and just call it that. And then, this is what my experience was with people with idiocentricities and different OCDs, and different culture shocks, that I'd have to be locked up in a room in Finland for 8 hours straight because my friend didn't want to give me the key. He didn't want to entrust me the key. And I'm like, if I have the key, I can go in and out. I can go get groceries. I can play with my friends. I can go to the park, get some sunshine. No, I got to wait for him to get off of work at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning before I could start functioning. And it was irritating. And even our friends from Finland were making fun of him, going like, bro, what's up with your OCD? Go get the spare key from your mom's. He needs a key. He's been staying with you for like 2 months. I had to endure. I had to endure my buddy's bad attitude in Spain, where this is the book Endure. I mean, I went to South Korean prison and I have to endure things, but I'm learning more to endure things before I lose my patience. I don't want to curse with anybody. I try to converse with people before I curse at them. I try not to show my Creole flair. I know it's in me. Something about it was just like, not that I want to start fights on an airplane before it even takes off, like my cousin, but I'm just not one to fuck around. And when I say this, I say it in terms like this for somebody that's watching from the Walmart perspective. The girl was working at the Walmart, and the dude was asking for a video game. He's like, yeah, let me slide into that. And she turns around. She's like, I don't play. No, I know y'all got your cameras on or whatever. I don't play. Don't talk to me like that, right? Don't sexualize, don't innuendo. I'm here at work. This fucking job sucks. I'm only here because I need other things. I don't need you to talk to me any kind of joking way. I don't need sarcasm right now. I'm not the one. And then you find that about your heroes. That maybe that day Bruce Willis isn't as cool as you thought he was. And maybe Bruce Willis's cousin is slumped over a fucking steering wheel and getting like flight for life, lifed out. She's cutting her seatbelt off because she can't breathe. There's so much pressure on her chest. She's clenching, heart rate, panic attack. Fuck's going on? What? Passing out behind the wheel. One of my closest first cousins, someone I've been close with my whole life, have love for, and it hurts. I'm going through it. I'm getting attacked. Social media, the ex going on and on about his name's Mark Saint and go get him. And I found out who he was. Well, let me tell you who I am. I'm a flawed human being. I'm perfectly imperfect, as I say, I'm mostly saints. I have a temper that needs to be checked. It needs to have as much discipline as I have with my diet. I didn't curse at anybody. I've been grateful to not put hands on anybody. I didn't do any of that shit. Nothing crazy. Just, I should have said we need space. If I could have redone it, learn. They still got this food here. He still got his hat here. I wanted him to sleep here. I was worried sick all night, bro. I didn't get to bed till like 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to page them at the airport. Like, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? He's blocked me. This is how unplanned it was. I said, boys, I got down on my knee. I said, boy, this was unplanned, was it not? They're like, hear me now, feel me now. I've said it 3 times, but I said it nothing else, Mom. My dad made me a killer. Let me bless up and tell you this. My father made me a killer because that's who women mate with. They don't mate with the uneducated. I'll wait. They don't mate with people that are slow. If you're walking up and doing the speech and you're not sure, it doesn't bode well with your confidence. People aren't gonna follow you. We know this by instinct. You don't look like you have leadership ability. You don't seem to have the comprehension for this skill set. And that's what we talked about the whole fucking time. The comprehension of skill sets, bro. Being able to say, okay, can this guy build my home? Not only by comprehension, but by attitude. Oh wait, dude, everybody's got something going on, and then you got to ask yourself, do you have the right attitude for this, or are you just trying to be a dick? Right. And that's what I was asking myself. I was like, I don't want to be a dick, bro. I want to be somebody that's being helpful. I give the shirt off my back, bro. I've literally given the shirt, the only baby blue shirt that I got from the fucking, what do you call it, the factory when I was in Thailand. I went all the way, sourced the fucking thing in Thailand, went there and did every fucking thing I could, and then all of a sudden the dude's on some what you call it? I gave it to my best friend, and mom's like, "You gave that shirt away, right off your back to your best friend, who ended up doing drugs and not giving a shit." And I'm like, "That's true." And the only gold chain my mom gave me, I gave to my friend Aki, the same one that had the key and wouldn't let me out, and lost the chain and gave it to his mom or whatever. It was a gold chain given to me from my mom. It's so important to me. I give it to my friend, and he loses the importance. And then things lose importance. And then things lose appreciation. The favor that you gave isn't the same energy as the favor that you receive, right? Like if you've done something for somebody, like, here's my case in point, and reason why I have to mention this is because always looking for a friendly person in Las Vegas. Oh, I know somebody. Go hit up Mark Saint. He's a nice guy. He has truck. He has muscles. He'll help you move. Now, I stopped helping people move when I was like, I turned 30 or something because it was my knees, my back. It was unappreciated. People really need you when they need a truck and a friendly helping hand that's muscular, agile, and can comprehend. I moved so much in my life, I started moving other people. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. If I get an injury, you're not going to replace my knee. I don't have insurance. Well, who's going to protect me? There is no protection and there's no appreciation. You can move, oh my God, can you help us get our bed? I'll never talk to you again. I'll block you as soon as you drop it off. Yeah, that's happened to me. I'm like, I don't owe you bitches shit, but we're stuck. And then you're like, God damn, dude, you gotta help everybody. Then you become the professional mover. Everybody knows you as the nice guy with the truck. Anybody that's ever owned a truck knows what I'm talking about. And anybody that's ever lived in Vegas knows what I'm talking about as well. We get more visitors in a year than anywhere else in the world, but right now we don't have anywhere to stay. I'm offering a place. I'm on the limb offering a limb. Mm-hmm. And people want to be jealous of my journey. Go like, how do you travel the world? Do you want to be couch surfing around the world? Do you want to be on your mom's couch at 44 years old? Do you really want to have no money coming back into the States, or do you like your security? Do you love your heroes to be perfect, or do you see them without their makeup and costume? I don't know. Me, I like real. I like a real ass, not like a fake ass like my ex. I think that pissed her off. I put fake ass in the hashtag. But yeah, the new song, I put some bands on it. It's like, girl, you got a nice ass. It's a real ass. I like a nice real ass. I don't just like nice ass. I like a nice real ass. And I'm not just an asshole. I'm a real asshole. And I'm not just on Saint's Addiction. It really was a mission to, I think this was different. This dude was on vacation and I'm on a mission. And I think we had different vibe on how to get, food get done. It's cowboy style. Dinner's up. Here's your plate. Get it going. And he was on some, oh, we're going to do international continental breakfast. And I was thinking, if you were at a hotel that provided a continental breakfast and you can do all the things and stuff and you paid for a hotel, you'd have to get up early at 10 o'clock and then check out by 11. But here you are at 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon and your bedding's still on the ground. Am I gonna step on your bedding all day? Like, it's a small area, bro, so you get frustrated really quickly. And I know they live in a trailer, so they're probably used to each other, used to each other's mess, used to be in each other's space. My mom wasn't used to it. I'm not used to it either. Being particular in your OCDs and the idiosyncrasies that we all have. And by the time I have to tell you to say thank you, you know what I mean? I'm like, bro, I told you about these thank yous. Where's that? Oh, yeah. Hey, that's awesome. Get the hype going. I told you, hype it up. When I get out in the morning motivation, I'm like, boom, baby, boom. Maybe not so much this morning, but when I'm at school, I'm like, I can't hear you. Good morning, teacher Mock. Like get this energy up. That's how it works. And I'm trying to explain that to you and other people that I've had friends with, that I've had this conversation with before. My friend Lily, she fucking can't seem to get it through her head that she's a little bit too selfish and entitled. And it comes out as narcissism. So when she needs something in Berlin, it was like, hey, what's your friend's thing? Oh, I already got it. I don't need him anymore. Well, 2 months down the line, I hit him up last time. I'm looking at the message and it said August. Now it's February. And you're going like, hey, where's your friend? And I'm like, if you would have established rapport, if you would at least said hello in August, now that it's February, oh, by the way, I tracked it, Dave, my buddy Childress, if he's watching live. I got your hat, I got your food, and I tracked it. I haven't heard from you. But 2 weeks before you showed up, I asked this motherfucker, send me your schedule. He's just leaving me voicemails. All I need to know is, Sunday, LA. Sunday, back to Vegas. No plan Monday. Tuesday, no plan. Wednesday, fly out 6 p.m. I wanted that. Couldn't get that out of him. He thinks I'm on his schedule. My friends are trying to go out to the property. I got another friend. I'm like trying to take him out to Boulder City. I got another thing going on today, and my whole schedule's fucked because you have people that come into your life as if you don't have a life, right? Like as if you don't have a pattern and a flow. And then you're trying to be supportive. You want people to have something. I do not want his child staying at the airport. He's okay with him sleeping at the airport for 3-4 days. I'm not okay with it. My mom's not okay with it. We want him to stay here. They still got food here. But, cooler heads may prevail. He blocked me. I'm trying to fucking page him over at the other thing. My heart hurts about it because we were close. The tough part about this close, and the reason I'm having this conversation about meeting your heroes, is I think there's something to meeting something in real life. You can smell out more bullshit. You can smell out the things people are willing to tolerate more quicker. Like I said, that catalyst when you're traveling, when you're sitting next to someone, are we going to argue about politics? Then maybe you're not my vibe, right? When I inherit other people's vibe, I don't know who wants to meet me, right? I've had the Vadens of the world. Oh, Mark, I'm going to help you out. Video in an hour or two. You're not going to make it. I don't know how you're going to juggle all this shit to becoming an enemy and trying to blow up my phone while I'm in the middle of champs. I've had the Benny Macs of the world that we were supposed to go our separate ways in Bangkok, and he ended up following me to island. I said, don't come bringing that asshole shit to the island. And what did he do? Talk about dead puppies, film me arguing, and go on with his life. Now he wants to go in real life. Some of that shit doesn't work. The narcissistic kids that got their phone out and putting it all in your face and stuff. He's like, I know I'm a narcissist. And it's like, I don't want to be around you, bro. Like, I'm on my own brand of narcissism. I'm going live every morning. I'm staring at my own face, looking at my own message, and I think I'm higher than high. No, I'm sitting here going like, I'm human than human. Right, bro? Like, I have these emotions, and I have these failures, and I have these shortcomings, and I do have something going on with my cousin right now, and I do have my ex attacking me on social media, and I am on the lam. I'm on thin ice too, bro. Like, everybody doesn't have any money. I'm taking you around so your son can go see Red Rock in the National Forest. I took the whole Sunday off, even though I had an appointment for a week and a half earlier for the friend to go meet up with. So that appointment went. But most people think they're on their schedule, and you're like, raise your awareness. I told you, dude, my mom's not used to this shit, But we help where we can, bro. My fucking uncle, what's his name, dude? Barry Taylor, Uncle Barry. You can look up Barry Taylor's in the Vancouvers. He had Tommy Chung as the first singing in the 1950s black and white songs. You can look it up. This is real history. He let the Jackson 5 sleep on the floor. Yeah, back in the days in Illinois, before you go meeting, what's your boy? What's his name? Quincy Jones. Yeah, I'm gonna get introduced to Quincy Jones. The whole Jackson 5's on my fucking Uncle Barry's fucking Bobby Taylor. Sorry, Bobby Taylor in the Vancouvers on the floor, bro. People have slept on the floor. We've had friends we all in need. I've couch surfed around the world, and you know what pisses me off is I've been blessed, and people have been stressed around me. and they let me stay and were generous. This is a friend that's been generous to me, and and I asked him not to stay. I thought he was going downtown. That's what they told me. I was making plans for him. This is the crutch of the thing. This is when you know people got to go in separate directions. This is when I know, especially when I'm traveling. I got a friend that said, "Oh, Mark, I wish I went with you last year, November, right? What do you do for a job?" Da, da, da. The other friend's like, I don't know. The other friend did this one thing, and I was like, you know what I mean? Sorry, the bird's coming at me, but the what was I trying to say? Fucking got high. Oh, when people are on their own program and they're kind of like entitled and everything. See, I told you there's a bird. There's a little baby chirp here, little bird, and yeah, he's feeding her. That's cute. Then they come into something and they have their own plans, and you're like, maybe you need to go on your own plan. Why are you waiting for me? Why are you waiting for the next November or the next year? Oh, I was going to go last year. I was going to go with you, Mark. No, you weren't. And if you can go, why not go now? Why are you waiting for me? You have a passport. You don't have to synchronize passports like me and Benny Mac. We're going to explode in different directions. I can tell because you're on some. Can I finish? And if you talk that way, people aren't going to let you finish, bro. They don't have time for you to finish. If you're saying, can I finish? To me, it's a trigger that you are finished. You are finished. You're good. You can go book these trips yourself, right? I keep telling you these prices. No, I'm going to book them. And I'm like, you're not going to get the prices I'm talking about because you're with me. I'm going to introduce you. Yeah, but then I need the book to get my ticket. I'm like, no, you don't. You get 60 free days as soon as you walk in. They just extended it. Like, I thought I would teach you, and then it's not just you, it's the next guy asking the same fucking questions. And I'm like, do I need to do a tutor live? Do I need to do a travel seminar? Then you can just point to it, and then I don't have to repeat myself. That might be it. Maybe you need to go in your own direction, just like Benny Mac, just like Michelle. I'm like, you got to go your own way. Oh, Bali too? I'm like, you're not trying to plan with me. You're just trying to get the balls to go with me. Then as soon as you get a chance, you're going to go to Bali, book another thing. You're on your own journey. Same like this homie. He wasn't here to visit me. He was here to go to the LA conference. It just so happens that he has like a 3-day layover, 4-day layover in Vegas. He did the same thing to me the first time I met him. He had no plan, sleeping on the bus, no money, and I'm taking him in. And I don't mind doing it, but after a certain time, I want Lily to give more of a heads up. I want David to be more prepared. Yeah, I'm saying it real. I'm that kind of real tough love. You know, it's more tough than it is love. And who was the other motherfucker that was doing something? I can't remember, but I fired my top 5 friends, bro. You're the sum total of the top 5 friends that you got, and you're always fucking around, and you don't fucking let some shit happen. You're going to be around people that have excuses. You're going to be around people that let you down. You're going to be around people that aren't your hero. And I'm the anti-hero of this. I'm flawed as fuck. I have, nobody watches my show. I have addictions. I can be an asshole. I lose my temper way too often. I push some of the closest people I have away from me. And this is something I look around. I'm like, man, these are people that let me stay at their home too. And now we don't even talk anymore. So apparently you can put somebody on the couch one day and block them the next. Apparently people don't know how to say thank you, and they don't get the attitude of gratitude that you perceive they should have. And then also, no hard feelings, homie. If you're watching this, bro, I'll come bring you your food wherever you are, and I got cash for you too. So I hope he's watching. He blocked me. I don't even have his phone number. Like, we haven't been in contact. I've called him 18 times for the last year, and he's never picked up. And as soon as he needs a Vegas place, it's like, bro, I don't even have a place. No one has a place. Rent's too high. We're all struggling. When I came into town, people said the same thing to me, and I've been traveling for a year and a half. It's my actual direct contacts, and you're a friend of a friend. These are my direct contacts, and bro, I can't. And that was what happened. I was beyond exasperated, and that's what ends up happening. I'll start bipolaring. It'll start shifting in me, like something's not right. This isn't right. I try to get back to homeostasis as quick as possible. Separate from people. Maybe space and it has made it healthy. I felt horrible all night. I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not about me. I'm saying I'm trying to find them. So if they're watching, I'll come get you guys at the airport. Let's go smash some food. You can stay here again tonight. It'll take you early in the morning. I got some cash for you, and you can still block me. Go back to Tampa, go back to Florida, handle your shit, block my show, don't watch me ever again. I get it, but I want you to leave here safely. So at least that is imperative and important to me. That's my morning motivation. Don't meet your heroes. They're all zeros. Everybody sucks. I get frustrated too. I can't even human sometimes. Like, I'm anti people. I love people. And it's just like, I love doing this. I love talking to the world and being, I want to say fluent in people, but at the same time, I'm also like, I want to be on an island away from people. They drive me crazy, and then I don't people so well. And it's either that. It's like love me or hate me, and I just don't want to be in either situation, right? But I keep putting myself out there. So anyway, it's a dichotomy, and I'm full of flaws. And there's just like, some people wanted to meet me and wanted to know how I lived, and kind of envied it. It was like, oh, seriously, what do you do? And I was just like, no, seriously, you don't want to be on your mom's couch at 44. You don't want to be um, called out on stupid shit from your ex. On a photo she approved. I asked for consent, she gave consent. Now she's got regret. Now I got an extra headache, and I'm just like, why are these things in my life? What lessons do they have to teach me? Am I getting better with conflict? Am I always going to have conflict? Am I always going to butt heads with people? People get close to me and I'll never talk to them again. There's a lot of bodies under this bed, bro. And I'm just being real. So, I look through my photos even on Instagram, and I'm like, damn, we're not even friends. And I was like, I don't edit my shit. Yeah, my ex is in it. I don't go back and go, we never dated, and let me go delete you, or I hate you. It's like, you were in it, bro. There's the feed. It's like a newspaper to me, it printed like what I print. That's the way it rolled out with the bad email. So anyway, should have got the right email first. Anyway, shouldn't have gave me consent. How about that? And how about it's real and it doesn't even have your face in it? And then that's like, I try to explain, but people are on their own agenda. They're going to do what they want to do. They're going to go to Bali. They're going to book the trip before you even can get them a discount. They're going to be on holiday when they should have booked a hotel. And I was just on a mission just to get a child from being freezing in the airport. So I've been there my damn self, and around the world. But I'm 44. I got my own fish to fry, and I gotta carry my own crosses and cross to bear. For children, we don't want to include them in that shit. They're a non sequitur. So she got to meet somebody that goes live. Hey, Mark, when are you gonna go live? When are you go live? Well, I'm going live now, and I'm exposing myself. Like, bro, I've been to jail 20 plus times. Like, convict up front, and prison, multiple countries, drugs, multiple ones, in the dozens, and um, and my sobriety. Even some people going like, weed, you're not really sober. You can't even. They'll judge me too. Like, you can't be a saint. And I'll be the first to tell you, this is not that. This is not that. This is just the soberest version I could come up with that functions and does better by himself every day and tries to be a better. Am I feeling a better human being because my buddy's out there that's helped me, and now I feel like I've let him down when he needed help? No. And now I gotta go drive around town and try to find him. So that's just my way of making up for my narcissism and my shortcomings and losing my temper. I told him to get out of the fucking kitchen. I told him to get his fucking food. I told him to pick up after themselves. I told him to say thanks to my mom. I told him to say hyphy, and coached them up. They didn't want to listen. And I guess some people you can lead to the water, and some people you can't. And I don't know. And then some stuff is just too much energy. And then I also have my limits where I was like stressed out. I don't know. Maybe I had eaten or something. I don't know. Something triggered in me. But I'm glad I didn't lash out. And I want to come to a conclusion. So let me give my last minute in and say that I've met my hero recently, Mark Echo. I literally been waiting for years to get him this shirt. I'm not gonna motherfuck him because he didn't remember, and I'm not gonna motherfuck him because my box doesn't have the Saints brand logo all over it. And I'm gonna motherfuck him when I know it's a vinyl. It's probably the cheapest shirt you can make. It's a starter pack. It's not the best thing I could show such a really cool dude, and I'm probably blowing him up. He's worth $500 million. He didn't sign that contract, so we want to build people up in our world, but we're all human, and that makes it feel more even with me. in the world. And so I just say my piece, and I think most people get it because it's like that is real. In a world where the things are vintage, antique, or getting rarer and rarer, I wanted to be as honest as I could, so I get the honest healing from it. Not that to be honest to strangers online, but I wanted my honest healing. I wanted people to witness me, not only expand my consciousness and go around the world and manifest things, but also find the tolerance in myself. Right? Thank you, energy. When things get chaotic, how do I buckle down? How do I center my thoughts? How do I focus on the things I want to expand instead of go into regretville or depressionville or overeatingville or lashing outville or angerville? Have anybody ever been in any of these cities? I'm sure you have. All five probably at the same time. And that's the worst. So I'm just learning, bro. And I was just like, fuck, I thought I had it handled. And this is the first outburst I've had. And it wasn't even an outburst, but a conflict. And it's just like, I can't do it anymore. Some camps I can't, but I'm not a good tour guide. And I remember why. Because they'll take up all your energy. It'll be their first thing, and it'll be like going to the amusement park for the day. It's like working the amusement park for the day. You're herding cat. People get lost. They're on their own time. They're using your time, but they want to check out things, and they're all excited. It's like working at a cruise line. You're on the cruise ship all the time. You're working what, fucking 14, 16-hour days all the time. No days off. Maybe every once in a while they let you come to port and get off the boat. It's crazy stuff. So I don't know. You try it, man. You try being a fucking tour guide. You try being a fucking Carnival Cruise Line uh, vibe checker and shit. And I do events too, and people don't even show up to the events, and then I'll spend all my money just to impress people that aren't even grateful. It is hard out here for a pimp. So I digress. It was just me trying to figure out the stress and literally prove that I do have to focus on other things. There are priorities that need to take place. I try to get out to that property for over a month, bro, and check on my car. Missed the opportunity because I was hosting, but that's okay. I got to get back on my grind. I just want to find my friend, get him and his kids some food and some rest, and get them back to the airport ASAP. So that's what I'm putting out there today. I met Mark Echo. I met my hero. He put my shirt under his arm. Who knows what he's going to do? He hasn't reached out. I don't have my phone number in there. I didn't do much of that either, But yeah, I think you'd be surprised. I'm expecting him to call me up and tell me that we're going to do a multi-million-dollar deal for a multi-brand deal, and we're going to launch you worldwide, just like you've been dreaming, Saint. Call you Saints Brand, even though you don't have my number or name in the box. That's where I'm living in my head. And then these guys are out here till Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. We got 24 hours in Vegas. Lord knows what the fuck they're doing, and I just want my friends to be okay. So I'm the bad guy. I'm not as good guy. I know I got the last name Saint. That's marketing. That helps. But I'm as devilish and deceitful and lost as everyone else sometimes. Not often. I give myself some credit there. Like that's not my true compass. My girlfriend was saying, you're being hard on yourself, Mark. I've never seen you go out of your way to fuck with nobody. And it's like, it's the truth, dude. You know what I mean? I really don't want no static. You know what I mean? The ex wants to get a photo deleted off Instagram. I could throw it back up and be a dick. And I was just like, I don't want any connection. I don't like the way that makes me feel. And I barely liked putting it up in the first place. And there's some things that embarrass me that haven't taken place. There's old relationships I've never been seen Instagram or Facebook. But Google never forgets, and I get to see it every day. And those are real to me too. So I don't ignore my past. I don't bury it, but I do put more emphasis on the future, and both even future faking and trying to obsess about what I can control into the future or not is not really in my control in the first place. Mr. Energy. You can future fake yourself all you want. Really, it's what power you can do with the now, and that's what I did that day. I was like, I'm not going to get into my ex's bullshit. I'm going to go meet Mark Echo. Now that I've done that, what happens next? Shit, I should have put my phone number in there. Shit, I should have done this. Should have done that. It happened the way I should have took a photo. Regret. We all have it, but it happened the way that it was supposed to happen. In no other way. And now I'm here. And what do I do with my here? What do I do with my now? And that's the most morning motivation I can tell you. So that's 40 minutes. That's 10 minutes over. That's my normal 30 minutes. But there was something going inside me. Something shifted. A really good friend that watches the show, avid watcher, avid commenter, and I just lost a friend. I just lost a fan. I just lost a supporter. I just lost a benefactor. Um, I just disappointed a child. I felt like shit about it. Even now, I'm like, how do I find them and scoop them and feed them and take care? And it's what I'd like to do. And I promised them Hooper Dam in Boulder City, where I'm from. And we don't want to break kids' hearts. It's another thing to break an adult's heart, but to break a kid's heart, that's my fault. And I don't need a digital sympathy. I really am sitting here going, fuck, man. Could have been a slam dunk, and I hate when I miss. You know, you're gonna disappoint somebody. It's like your hero. It's like Michael Jordan misses a shot that night. You think he hits every shot, but you go to the game, the one where he does miss is, you know, and then you're gonna be dismissed. And there's part of that too, where you stop chasing approval because people change their opinions of you. If I'm so easily blocked, were you really my friend in the first place? And fuck the 2 meals that my mom cooked for you. I haven't even got 2 back-to-back meals from my mom in over 2 years. I don't know, man. Some people's trash is another people's treasure. And I think we should treasure each other. We treasure each other's time. I'm going to get off here another 3 minutes. 45 minutes will be enough. Treasure your people's intelligence. I'm saying addicted, or what do you say? Not addicted, allergic to stupid. You know, it triggers me. I saw it in Sadea Khan, the Persian psychiatrist that's very popular on here. She's right. She be tripping, bro. It could be like the littlest things are irking you. Like for my buddy staying at his house, I was boiling water and he didn't want me to use rags. Simple rags, bro. You know, don't use those rags. And I'm like, they're rags, bro. It's just boiling water. You can't be serious right now. He was serious and he was tripping. And it was just like I'm bumping into people's OCDs and triggers and my own triggers and trying not to be triggerable and finding that I'm valuable and I'm still unsettled. And maybe my mom said maybe I'm just protective over her. I'm like, maybe that's true, you know? I mean, I had only so much time with my mom, and last time wasn't good. Now that it's good, I kind of want to keep it going good. And if we stress it too much, it might not go good, and we don't want to bend that branch too hard. We want to keep it a root. Anyway, my point is just like, yeah, I go through the same shit as you. I'm human and full range of motion, and sometimes I'm the devil in the story, and sometimes I'm the angel in the story. I'd love to paint it as an angel story. I'd love for me to never have no stress and fucking no bullshit and not fit all the fucking morning and talk shit through the whole blunt, you know, like. But I process these things, and here comes emergency. So anyway, that's my morning motivation before anybody got fucking blasted. Okay, cool. They cut it right there, you know, in the ear with emergencies. But you know, processing emergencies, processing the thing, you know. I want my friend back. I want them under our care and under the wing. I not might be the most um, help. My help might be hard. My love might be tough, and my focus might be blind. But at the same time, my compass is still due north. My morality is still there. Thank God, I think I still have it somewhere, and I do feel bad about the situation, the outcome. So I'm gonna go do something about it instead of feel bad about it, and that's Saint's addiction. That was the whole. And you can sit here bitch at me for 45 minutes and waste my time of my life. I said, this is literally how I change my dynamics and my vibe. And people want to know the secret sauce, bro. How do I travel the world? Well, I put my energy into things that move those things forward instead of moving backwards. And that's it. That's it. All I got is the now. There's been so much in the past. That water's already spent. I can't calculate for it. Friends burnt, bridges burnt, river current. I'm with it. You'll never see that drop again. And all I have is today and what bridge I crossed today. I'm gonna go get my friends. So even if I have to walk around the fucking airport, I wasn't even gonna go live, but I don't need to show that shit off. I'm just gonna try to see if I can find them if they're camped out at the airport. Maybe they're walking around downtown. I don't fucking know. They have the whole day to themselves to do shit. And I'm trying to get a hold of them. So everybody reaches out to Dave Childress on YouTube, or I mean on Facebook. Just tell them I'm trying to reach out to him. DAVE Child Riss. and I want him to be okay. I don't even have his phone number, bro, and his wife's not answering the phone. So that's the priority. Peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. The other side of your fear, the other side of the world, the other side of your excuses, and the other side of your temper. If you can get a hold of yourself, you'll be doing superhero work. That's what I said to my psychologist. Peace. Sorry.